Could I speak to that last point? I was very struck when I look at the book, and the section on courage, I think, has 6 sections, and of which 5 are really about martial courage. And I guess my question is, isn't there as much need for civic courage, including frequently individual courage? As I was reading through it, I was reflecting on a television series which had a huge impact on me growing up, Profiles in Courage, which was a television version of John F. Kennedy's award-winning book. And I was very struck that they were cases of, which I think we would all agree, were people showing enormous courage, which usually meant standing alone against their own crowd. John Adams being willing to defend the soldiers accused of the Boston Massacre. There was a senator from Alabama in the 1920s who took on the Ku Klux Klan and lost his seat as a result, and many others. Isn't that kind of courage as necessary for the preservation of a free republic as martial courage? And in general, if you could just reflect on the relationship between civil courage and martial courage.
Definitely, yes, that courage is necessary in civilian life. Part of the reason we have martial courage here is, I think, as Leon was suggesting, that you're putting your life on the line. So what's at stake is something different from what's at stake when we went to Mississippi, for example, in summer of 1965 and worked with the Civil Rights Movement. It took a great act of courage on my part to drive down there with northern license plates. And I had an accident the first 5 minutes on the road, and I thought that was it. I was finished. And turns out that wasn't the case, but yes, courage is necessary. Courage is necessary to speak out against unpopular opinions. But it's a different kind of courage that we're talking about.
What are the virtues that citizens are, in a way, called upon to display? The first thing, strange to say, is they're first called upon, it seemed to us, to practice some kind of self-command and to earn some self-respect. To have their own house in order. Second, they're obliged to be law-abiding and also have some care for the doing of justice. But then there's a question, what happens when the polity as a whole is threatened? And therefore the question is, don't we need people who are willing to make the sacrifice and to display courage against the fear of that particularly great evil, the fear of death, when the polity itself and its own existence and safety is on the line? That doesn't mean that that's the only place where the character of the polity is on the line.